Hi, welcome to Stacy's Closet. If you're here, that means you're here on purpose, which means you have purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you this confession. I was running late this morning. So guess what? I did not get to make this video. So I'm doing this after church. My other confession. I actually changed, y'all. I had to put on something that was just a little bit more comfortable. So I do not have on what I wore to church, okay? Confession time. So I'm not even getting ready to go into what I got on. Now, y'all already know my hair is done by the amazing, the gifted, the talented Lyric Locklear. Her information will be in the description. Now, it ain't done because I had a hat on today. Yes, honey, I wore a hat today. Now, my nails, y'all already know, it is done by the gifted, the talented Keena Nobles, and I put her information in there as well. lgirlznails, that is her. All right. So I have, just so you know, just to put that out there. Okay. Now let's jump into this. So I was looking at a TikTok video. I'm going to make this video real quick because I need to go eat. Right. But I was looking at a TikTok video and the guy was on there saying, if a person is doing you wrong, they're putting in work. If they're lying on you, they working. If they deceiving you, they're working, which means payday is coming. Y'all already know. Church moment. The Bible says, whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap, right? So basically what he was saying when he was talking about them working, he was basically saying they out here sowing this bad seed of deception and lying. Payday is around the corner. Because whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap. So if you sow love, that's what you're going to get back in return. If you have a giving heart, you out here giving and you're doing, and it's coming from your heart, you're going to reap that. You're going to get it back. Good things are going to happen, right? And again, if you out here doing bad, you're cheating, you're lying, you're stealing, payday is around the corner, baby. Whatsoever you sow, so shall you reap. It's coming. So I said that because I thought about it and I was just like, you know what? There's a lot of people, and they get so upset because I do too. I get upset when people lie on me. I really do. I get mad when folk lie on me. It hurts my feelings, right? And once you hurt my feelings, then I don't know. I get mad. God is still working on me. He ain't done with me yet. But I be like, I cannot believe, how dare they? And, you go through all of this drama, right? But in the end, whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap. So if they were wrong, if they did you wrong, they're going to reap that back, okay? I didn't understand that. I truly didn't, because I felt like they ain't paying nothing. I see the people and they look like they doing good. And they done lied and did me wrong. They out here looking like they living their best life. Then I realized something. These folk be around here faking, okay? But the other thing about that is, just because they did you wrong doesn't mean that they're going to reap that like that. Doesn't mean that they're going to reap it just as soon as they do you wrong, right? It could be, it's a process. But at the end of the day, their payday is coming. So instead of us getting so worked up and so upset, their payday is coming. I had a young lady who, she a thief, right? She steal everything. Okay? But then she will cry and give herself a pity party and talk about how nothing is going right. She'll tell you about every time I take 2 steps forward, I get knocked back 10 steps. And so I said, well, Did it ever occur that you out here stealing and stuff? You stealing from people. What makes you think that you're gonna have good things happen when the seed that you're sowing is not good? So if you want good things to happen, you gotta sow good seed, right? Apparently, they didn't understand that. It went in one end, out the other, because they still doing whatever they want to do, and then they keep having this pity party because they keep reaping. Payday keeps coming. But then you have some folk, and I've heard this before too. They do you wrong. I'm gonna just tell you. I've been one of the ones that said, how them jokers over there, they doing good after the way they done me. They done lied on me. They done talked about me. They done stole from me. Like all this stuff. And they over there doing good. How that work? Okay. Their payday is coming. And this is the other thing. Who's to say that they're not actually going through their payday? Because again, I thank God I'm one of those people that I don't look like what I've been through. But I done been through some stuff, right? So again, some people take an extra effort to not look like they're going through. Don't mean that they ain't paying. Just mean they ain't you ain't seeing it right now. Now, sometimes you will see it. But again, some of us may not need to see it, because this is the thing. Sometimes you see somebody going through, you be gloating, right? You get that's what they get after the way they done me. That's a seed. You're planting a seed. You over here gloating in their misery. You're over here gloating in their pain. Okay? Now you're going to end up sowing a seed that you got to reap. So sometimes it's not good for us to see somebody else going through, because again, it can make us gloat. It can get us out of the will of God. It can get us to where now you're gonna get paid for that work you just put in. All that gloating you did, payday is coming. And so I'm like, okay, so you know what? Now I'm like, oh my God, I pray when people do me wrong. I pray that God has mercy. I pray and I sincerely ask that, because I've seen people reap what they've sown. I have seen the results of that, right? And it don't be good. I have literally seen a person lose almost every single thing, including their mind. They have lost a child, they lost their house, they lost a job. And again, it came from whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap. And just out here living any kind of way and doing people just doing people dirty, right? And so that saddened me. It really did. I was not gloating in that. It made me cry. Now I haven't seen them it's been a few years since the last time I seen them. But the last time I seen them, they made me cry, because she used to be a very beautiful woman, very beautiful. She's not that anymore. She is not. I don't know when, but at some point she got on pills. So now she's an addict. She looks horrible. And again, it's like, okay, whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap. But we don't reap in the same manner that we do dirt to people. And so I look at that and I'm just like, you can tell she's been tormented. And that is what turned her to start using. She thought, okay, if I start using drugs, it's going to dull all the pain, all the hurt that I feel. And it did for a moment. That don't last. That does not last. As when she come out of that cloud of being high, pain comes in. And so I said that because I'm going to say this to everybody. If you know that you're out here doing wrong, you are lying on them, you are deceiving people, you are hating on people, your payday is coming. You put in all this work. Your payday is coming. It is coming. Now, you may not like the pay, but it's coming. So if you are one of those people that have been out here sowing bad seeds, I ask you to stop immediately. Begin to sow love. Whatever you've done to someone else, whatever seed that you planted against someone else, ask them for forgiveness. Even if they don't forgive, even if they tell you no, because the forgiveness is not for them, it really is for you. So ask them for forgiveness. And whether or not they say I forgive, that's not even, who cares? As long as you sincerely ask for forgiveness. Okay, that's all you need to do. You planted that seed, right? You planted a seed of forgiveness. You planted a seed of humbleness, right? You're going to reap that. Payday is coming. Trust me, when you sow good seed, payday is coming, right? And I promise you, you're going to get a harvest. And this is the catch. We cannot beat God given. What that means is, whatever seed you planted, it is not as nearly as great as the reward that is coming back to you. So I say to you, if you are planting bad seeds, I'm asking you to please stop. Ask for forgiveness and change your course. So whatever course you was on, whatever road you was on, because you was on a road to destruction, whatever road you was on, I'm asking you, make a U-turn. Ask for forgiveness and begin to sow seeds of love, seeds of trust, loyalty, honesty. Begin to sow good seed. Show love. Even when people use you, lie on you, do you wrong, show them love. Okay? So that you, when harvest time comes, when it's time for payday, when payday comes, your payday will be great. Okay? And it will be good, right? Because the Bible tells us that God said, I would withhold no good thing from you. But you got to sow good to get good, right? So with that being said, I am going to get out of here. I just wanted to just drop that seed of, because I wanted you guys to know, when you're out here doing wrong to people, you're working. Payday is coming. When you're doing good, though, you're working. Payday coming. Now, if you're doing bad, turn it around, because payday is coming. If you are doing good, continue to do you. Payday is coming, okay? Now, if nobody's told you today, and I hope they have, because it is in the afternoon, but if nobody has told you today, let me be the first to tell you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I do. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it, okay? Now, until next time, this is Stacy's Closet. I ask you to truly, if he woke you up today, he gave you two things, a chance and a choice. I want you to choose to sow good seed. Take a chance on that and watch. will you not reap the reward of that? Now, please know, do not do good for people thinking, oh, I'm just doing this so I can get something good. You got the wrong attitude and the wrong heart, okay? Do good for people just because it's the right thing to do. And watch what type of reward you're going to reap, okay? Now, if you're out here lying, deceiving, cheating, you're putting in work, it's coming back, okay? Now, until next time, I am going to get out of here. And please, 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 if you're not doing early voting, I implore you, I beg you, please go out and vote. Please vote. Now, I do ask, please vote like a Black woman. And for all of y'all who ask me, what does that mean? I'm going to break it down one more time. When you vote for a Black woman, because I believe and because I have seen that Black women, we do things for the community, right? We would throw a community barbecue, cookout, whatever you want to call it. We'll throw a community party, whatever you want to call it, because we're going to look out for the community, right? So we're going to vote based on the community, not just, I don't like this candidate because they don't like this policy or they are against this. You talking about one policy. Baby, vote like a Black woman who votes for the community, what is best for all. And so I'm going to ask you to please do your homework, right? Because this is another thing that I feel like I have to address very quickly. Because somebody said this to me, and it took everything in me just to walk away and not comment on the foolishness. But somebody made the comment about how Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. And then they proceeded to tell me, I'm telling you because, what a doctor said, that because they lived in California at that time. I'm telling you because they were there during that time. And she slept her way to the top. Let me help you with this ignorant, racist comment. First of all, the reason that is racist is how dare you say that Black women, we're not intelligent enough to actually get a job based on our intelligence. So we got to sleep our way into the job. Okay, that's one. That is racist. It's an old school racist thing trying to imply that we're not intelligent. When the truth be told, we ain't even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there today. We the blueprint, so we already know we're highly intelligent. Okay, the other part to that is this. She was not in private practice. Okay, so I could actually, I might give you credence for that if she was in private practice, because in private practice law firms, they have the partners and all that. They work their way up to partner, right? So some folk will sleep to be partner. Okay, but she was not in private practice. She was a public servant, which means she was working at the DA's office. She worked at the DA's office for years, right? The ignorance with this. Just so y'all know, the DA's office and the public defender's office are always looking for a lawyer. They always need an attorney. They always hiring. Okay? So if you got your law degree and you can work, baby, they gonna hire you. So she was over in there. She was in the DA's office, worked over there for years, right? Then, just so you know, in order for you to be a DA, you have to be voted in by the community that you service, right? So she actually had to run, which means people had to vote for her. So the argument that the stupidity in what y'all be saying and the racist of what y'all be saying to say she slept her way to the top. So what you're trying to tell me is she slept with all these thousands of people, slept with all these people, men and women, that voted for her in order for her to be the DA. The ignorance, okay? Then the second part of that is this. Then she became the AG of that state, right? Again, 4.5 million people voted for her. You trying to say she slept with all of them to get them to vote for her? Once again, the ignorance in this statement, the racism in this statement. Then she ran for senator. Again, millions and thousands of votes is what got her into office. So what you trying to say is she slept with the entire state of California? Like, come on, y'all. Do you not hear the ignorance in that statement? So for anyone that is saying that, please, because you sound ignorant and racist, please stop. And I know, because some of them, I know that they don't intend. The person who said it, I don't believe, and there's nothing in me that says that she's racist. It just means that she done bought into the ignorance of what's being spread instead of her actually doing her homework. So I'm begging you, please do your homework before you just be out here spewing all sorts of nonsense. And whatever you do, don't do Amber Rose homework, because clearly she don't know how to do homework. Because if she did her homework, she would know that Donald Trump has a long history of racism. Okay? So again, I'm just saying, do your homework, go out and vote. But I do beg you, please vote like a black woman. But again, until next time, this is Stacy's Closet saying goodbye. I love you, I love you, I love you. And until next time, please be good to each other. Please be kind to each other. Sow seeds of blessings. Sow seeds of good so that that's what you will reap. Okay? Until next time, take care of yourself.